My name's Adam, and I'm an artist out of northern Wisconsin. We have a lot of new FK Irons news, and I'm going to share it with you guys all in this video. We're going to be taking a look at the FK2 tattoo machine. We got a prototype image. This is the FK1. There is a prototype image of the new FK2. We're going to be looking and talking about that, and then we're going to be talking about the Powerbolt 3, because I believe we have images of the Powerbolt 3. And then we are also going to be talking about a new product that FK Irons is coming out with that is going to give us the e-give feature, which is the feature inside the tattoo machine that makes your tattoo machine hit a little softer when it hits the skin. You're going to be able to have that e-give feature on any tattoo machines, even a coil tattoo machine. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. We are on the FK Irons Instagram page right now, and Gaston, the owner of FK Irons, just uploaded 2 live streams that he just did. They are right here, these 2 videos. We are going to check them out. He shows off a whole bunch of prototypes and what FK Irons has been working on. All right, so we're not going to watch this full video just because it is very long. If you guys really want to watch it, you guys can go over to the FK Irons Instagram page and check out those videos. We're just going to watch little clips of it so we get the idea. So let's go.
So I figure, what about if, pretty much most of us have gone wireless.
This is going to be product number 1 that he's showing.
Actually turn this thing into a power supply. This is exactly...
He's going to show us how we can turn a battery into a power supply, and it's more than just that. You guys are going to look at it and be like, why do I need that? He's going to explain on what features that brings you with having that ability to turn the battery into a power pack and why that is so important.
What I actually worked on. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to detach your battery. I have one detached here. Detach your battery and pop it in this little interface.
Okay, you see the little interface that he's talking about? They made like a silver little dock right here. It's silver just because it's the raw aluminum. It is literally a prototype right now. And then, you got the jack to plug in your RCA cable right there. So the battery obviously is providing the power. The RCA cable is going to your machine, providing power to your tattoo machine.
Now, as you can see, this thing is gonna convert this into a power source. All you do is grab a cable, plug it in right there. And now, as you can see, my Scion is being powered by this power supply. And
a nice thing about having the batteries right here with the display, the Powerbolt 2, is that it actually has a display. So it's like an actual power supply that has a display. Now, there is pros and cons to using a battery as a power supply compared to having like a wall plugged in power supply. You get more amps if you use a normal power supply compared to using a battery. You only get like 2 amps. Using a wall plugged in power supply, you get up to like 5 amps or more on your tattoo machine. So it's going to be similar power running to your machine as you would with a battery. You're not going to get like the benefits of having a wired power supply, which a lot of people run a wired power supply for a certain reason. I have videos on my channel explaining that more in depth, but yeah, it's going to be like running a battery obviously on your tattoo machine just through a cable.
Also, it has a rubber pad right here. This is going to be covered in the end product, and it has magnets, so it can also be magnetized.
It has magnets
on a ferrous surface. My table is actually made out of metal. Actually, be magnetized there. Yeah.
There, you can see it magnetized to the side of his little filing cabinet. Let's see.
Like, for example, like so.
Boom.
So you can see right there. Yeah. And it pretty much gives me.
Now this is more than just a power supply, and I'm going to explain that. Now, because your battery has an e-give mode in it, which is a setting you go to inside your battery, it has 3 different modes you could choose from. It has e-give 0, which is like no e-give, and then 1, 2, and 3. And 3 is obviously the highest level of e-give, which is going to make your machine hit the skin the softest. So that feature is built into the battery. That's not like a motor feature or something. That is the battery controlling stuff going to the motor and adjusting the voltage and stuff when it feels pressure and friction on the motor from the needle hitting the skin. That is what e-give is. Gaston is going to explain it right now, because that is a feature inside your battery, and then you could use this dock and then hook it up to any tattoo machine. That means any single tattoo machine using this dock is going to be able to use the e-give feature. Let's see what he has to say about it.
With this guy, you can also access e-give for any machine, rotary machine that doesn't have give. So you press the menu like so. and you access
That's the
give,
e-give
and
settings.
you select your level. So now your rotary machine that doesn't have give, now it has the emulation of digital give, which it drops revolutions of the machine dynamically upon contact of the skin. It senses the pressure and drops the revolution dynamically due to the pressure that you're applying, thus utilizing the elasticity of the skin. That's actually the main concept.
Basically, in a very intelligent way, he said that the tattoo machine changes voltage depending on how much pressure you're putting with your machine to the skin. Now, you might be saying to Gaston, the owner of FK Irons, I don't care. I don't want to go back to a wired power supply. And that's okay, because Gaston has another product that's going to solve that. And this is the second live stream from the FK Irons Instagram page,
Supply has magnets
where he shows more products.
You can plug a machine and simply operate it like so, right? And
pretty cool, pretty cool.
This one. Now, someone mentioned, hey, can you use your Powerbolt to power a Scion, for example? Did you do anything for that? And yeah, so basically, I'll show you the little, I have a little prototypes of things that I work on and create. And
showing off
we made
the
this
prototypes.
thing like a long time ago. And basically what it is an RCA that...
So it's basically just an attachment that hooks onto your battery. Now, we're seeing a couple companies come out with stuff like this right now. It's basically like an RCA port like that hooks right onto the end of the battery, allowing your batteries that are only built for specific machines. You know, these are keyed specifically, like you could only use this on an FK Irons machine. Well, now they're going to come out with an attachment to where you could actually use your Powerbolt battery on any tattoo machine. I don't know if they're coming out with the, you know, the Cheyenne Jack version. I'm sure they're going to, because they have other batteries sold on their website that, you know, is good for Cheyenne tattoo machines. So, but what this is going to do is allow you to use the e-give feature on any tattoo machine. It's just going to be connected like this instead of being through the cable with the power supply type of thing that he's also invented. You know, the attachment's got to probably only cost like 50 to 100 bucks. And, you know, we already got a whole bunch of batteries. You know, these batteries are like, you know, $200-300, you know, probably $350 a piece.
Why?
$2,000, five fucking grand.
Why?
Cost me $3,000.
The crazy thing about having any tattoo machine with e-give is that we could literally use the critical torque because it has a battery right here. You know, you pop off the battery, you put on the RCA adapter, and then I can use, you know, my Powerbolt plus 2 battery on that, and then my critical torque can have e-give, which would make the critical torque so much better. The critical torque is an amazing tattoo machine. It's just so powerful that, you know, I kind of want e-give to kind of, you know, bring down that power and make it better for like shading and stuff. And that would be really awesome on the critical torque. Here's another product that Gaston showed off. It's basically like a permanent makeup tool, like to where you could have it right on your wrist.
It looks kind of silly how it's
there's a couple companies that have done this in the past. There's one specifically, I think it was like Tatcom or one of the power supply companies. They used to make one that actually hooks to your wrist, and it was like really popular back in the day with like coil artists and stuff. Maybe if I could find an image of it, I'll throw it up on screen. FK Irons has their version right here.
But, you know,
and they said that they're going to make a version where the battery is sideways. Obviously, that's for, you know, particular artists. You know, maybe some coil artists might like that or something. Gaston, if you're watching this, and the FK Irons team, if you're watching this, I want a lightning bolt battery pack like this, but a lightning bolt 2 battery pack where it has all the e-give features and it has a nice screen and everything. I want a pack like that, and then you guys can make other packs where they're just normal, you know, with the RCA built into it, so we don't need the adapter. That'd be really cool, because I'm sure people would prefer to have a lightning bolt pack like this with the e-give feature on the Zion pen. Please come out with that, please and thank you. Imagine having e-give on the Zion pen plus mechanical give, because it has a mechanical spring inside of it that gives it give. Imagine having both of those settings on, e-give and mechanical give at the same time. that would be pretty crazy. That's probably a future video. Now, FK Irons went live for a couple seconds and they showed off the FK2 tattoo machine. This is the 1. They're coming out with a 2, and in the future they're coming out with a 3 and a 4, and so on every single year, I'm pretty sure. And I missed the live stream. It was only for a couple seconds that FK Irons went live with Gaston, showing off the FK2 and the Powerbolt 3. So I missed the live stream, but we have an awesome soldier on the front lines. His name is Franco Tattoos. This is his Instagram page. I suggest everyone go over here and check him out. He does really cool, like, I don't even know what the style is called. It's called like cyber fluid right here. Cyber fluid tattoo style. It's really, really cool. Very unique. Pretty awesome. Let's check that one out. That's pretty crazy. I don't even know how he does this style. I don't know if there's like a filter that helps him design this or how he's doing this, but he actually seen the live stream. He screenshotted like product images or whatever. He screenshotted the prototypes for us to see. Ladies and gentlemen, is the prototype of the Powerbolt 3. Now we will see a couple things here. Obviously, it's a prototype, so here they are. It looks like they're programming it right now. This looks like a board, you know, connected to a computer where they could program the battery. We will see that there's a way bigger display. It reminds me a lot. They probably got the inspiration from this battery right here, the Critical V3 battery that is on the Critical Torque, and now the Numa 5 and a couple other tattoo machines are coming out with this battery very, very soon. And we got big announcements on machines with those batteries coming out very, very soon. But here is FK Iron's version of a big screen right here, which is cool. You know, you can't go wrong with having a big screen on a tattoo machine. Now it looks like we're getting a couple different, you know, icons on the screen. We can't really see because it's so blurry right here. And Gaston is pretty famous for moving his hand really, really quick, you know, showing off the products and stuff. So it's pretty hard to tell what we're seeing here. It almost looks like a speedometer or something right here. I'm sure it's just like bigger, more readable, easier to like read display and all of that. Now, tattoo machines are really cool that have big displays and everything. This is the Critical Torque, and the battery here, you know, it's a pretty crazy, nice, flashy looking battery. And the thing with that is that it kind of takes your attention away from your tattoo, because you'll be tattooing and you're looking at this screen and, you know, it's so eye-catchy, you know, you just want to stare at it all day and stuff and not focus on your tattoo, because there's so many different settings inside of this. And I'm sure the Powerbolt's going to have a lot of different settings, like where you could do your price per hour and stuff, kind of like the V3 battery. What I actually prefer is like the AXYS tattoo machine, where it has a very simple display and the buttons on the back. I love having a tattoo machine where the buttons are on the back, so it's easy to click like that. I wish that FK Irons would come out with a battery, and here's my name for this battery. I want this battery to be called the Simplicity. The Simplicity battery. I want FK Irons to come out with a Simplicity battery where it is like a Powerbolt like this, right? But the buttons are on the top. I don't even care if we have the charger port there also, because I think you can fit it. I think you can do it, because I believe in you, FK Irons. Or put the power or put the charger port wherever you want. I don't care. Make the Simplicity battery, and I want it to be like the Powerbolt, but I want the buttons and display on the top, so when I wrap the tattoo machine, I could wrap it fully on the outside, and I could have the display and the buttons on the top, and that's what I like, and that's what I want. Now this is the FK Irons 2. So we had the 1. The 1 was very, very simple. There's no display or anything, and there's just rainbow voltage right here, and there is 3 buttons, and you can untwist the top like this, and you can take the battery out. Oh my god, somehow. And you can take the battery out like that. And then, so this is the 2 right here. The 2 looks like it has a cap on top. I could kind of see it. It looks like that. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't have better images. This is literally the first image to hit the internet of it. So don't expect anything crazy in future videos. We're obviously going to go over it way more in depth. I'm going to get the machine. But here it looks like it still has the cap. So the battery will be removable, it looks like. And so this is all one solid piece. You are not going to be able to use any power bolts on it. The power bolts are for the Flux series, you know, the XO and the Flux Max. So it looks like it's going to be the exact same as the FK1. It looks like, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually introduce a brushless motor in this one, because the FK1 actually has a brush motor similar to their Direct Edge or whatever machines they all got. similar to their older rotary style tattoo machines. They have a brushed motor. This one might have a brushless motor. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. And then obviously the display, and this almost looks like it's gonna probably be a little different than the Powerbolt 2, but it almost looks, I know it's crazy blurry and this is crazy speculations and accusations that I'm making right now, but I think that display is going to probably read out the same as the Powerbolt 2. They don't want this to be their flagship tattoo machine. I should start off by saying that the Flux is their flagship, which means that is their best tattoo machine, and they plan to keep upgrading that and making it like a modular design and everything. So they want this one to be one step lower but more affordable. Their whole goal is to make an affordable tattoo machine. So the FK1 will probably get a little bit cheaper when the FK2 comes out, and then the FK2 you'll probably be looking at like $800 or something, and then the Flux is going to stay over $1,000. So, but I think it'll be cool. I think it's going to be a little more lightweight. You know, the display, I think you're still going to have the battery that comes out, which I like. I like having the battery come out. And then obviously the grip looks a little bit different, because this is the grip now. Actually, that grip actually looks pretty much similar. Let me know down in the comments. That looks like the same grip, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if the grip is a little bit different. Obviously, we got a blurry photo, and yeah, more lightweight display, different grip probably, and yeah, basically, hopefully a brushless motor in this one. This cap, absolutely, it just kicks my ass, guys. So you turn it, and you can turn your tattoo machine on if you turn it all the way one way, and then when you turn it in the center, you can pop the cap off, and it always springs across the room for me. And then, or you can shut it off, which will shut your tattoo machine off completely, so you're not wasting battery or anything. I wouldn't be surprised if they changed this, because I kind of complained about this in my review video. There's an actual sticker right here that you can just peel off with your finger. I wouldn't be surprised if they engrave that. Please, FK Irons, on the FK2, just engrave that or something, so it's not just a cheap little sticker like that. Other than that, I think the cap is going to be very similar. This is a good cap. I like the design. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people online that think I don't like this cap. I like this cap. It just kicks my ass. I want to give a disclaimer to everyone that these are just prototypes. All these prototypes might not make it out to market. It takes you guys at home. You guys need to, catch them doing live streams. You guys need to comment telling them that you guys watched my video. You got to tell them that you guys are excited for these products. Otherwise, these products might not ever hit the market. The biggest thing I am most excited about is obviously having the little adapter so that I could use all my FK Irons batteries, because I got at least 6 or 7 of these batteries laying around, and these batteries are not cheap. Having that adapter to where I could use it on any tattoo machine, so I could use eGive on it, is going to be a big game changer, and I'm going to be able to promote these batteries more to people to get if they have the eGive feature that they could use on tattoo machines that I'm reviewing. If there's any products that you guys want to see from FK Irons, let me know down in the comments. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. As always, guys, have a very good day. Peace out. Bye-bye.